Glad to have you with us from Tampa. Raymond James Stadium as a couple of teams get set to square off in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a team from the American, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smothers. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around.
Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
They go to the ground. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air, it's Bailey. Makes the grab, it's Rodgers. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Rodgers. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. So the Memphis Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Anderson. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Bailey. That's reeled in, it's Anderson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pulls it in, it's Smith. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lewis to throw. Snags it over the middle. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Got a man. It's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give is to Smith. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Motion from the wideout. Lewis wants to pass. Quick strike complete. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They're looking for any time. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Throws to the back. Makes the catch. It's Smothers. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. He's taking the shot. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And you can tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, and making sure that receiver doesn't get to make the play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. To the air, it's Bailey. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. With the catch, it's Hawkins. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The give from the gun. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Backed up at their own 13-yard line, it's 1st down. They'll try the run. Spins away from the defense. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Off play action. Caught over the middle. It's Grimes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smothers. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
As the offense, you want to get the ball to your playmakers and let them make a decision, let them make a guy miss, but not with that kind of defense. They were all over it right away. No 3rd down conversion for you.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On target over the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Hawkins. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Lewis to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Let's see what he can do with it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The give to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff, it smothers. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Throws to the tight end. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Give to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got his man downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Lewis wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense picks it up. He almost popped down to there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Got it in the middle, it's Grimes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Grab near the marker, it's Anderson. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half. This Gasparilla Bowl has lived up to expectations. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Gasparilla Bowl.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They keep it on the ground to open the third. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Lewis to throw. Finds his target down the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Shoots it to the left. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. To the air on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Smith. There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
This is a good example of spacing in the passing game. You get the ball to your receiver quickly and just give him a little bit of space so that he has the ability to turn around and make a guy miss, then go get extra yards.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Hawkins. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Fires to the tight end. Looks as if he'll have enough to pick up the Memphis first down.
That was a nice grab by the tight end. Didn't get many yards, wasn't real open, but at least make the catch, at least get a little positivity on the play.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Oh, he had him out there, and he was trying to compensate for that speed, but just a little too much distance.
That's just greased lightning, so you think, I can't overthrow this guy. I'm going to throw it out there and let him run underneath it just a little bit too far for the speedster.
Off the play fake. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you could spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Finds a spot in the middle. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Trying to set up the screen. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Oh, all the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Smothers. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field's this way. They're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, NC State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Finds a man on the left. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Lewis to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Touchdown, Memphis! They take the lead with the 6. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. So an 82-yard drive there, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He'll pull it on the read. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Grab near the marker. It's Rogers. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hoffman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Gonna look downfield again. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the 4th. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Hand off from the shotgun. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Punt is on its way. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Bailey. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a 1st down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now on first down from the 30. To the air on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
From the gun, the running back has it. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Lewis wants to pass. That's caught. It's Smith. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Looking to throw on 3rd. Got him downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Smith takes the handoff.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Lewis to throw. It's complete to the right. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Just drives it between the uprights. And now they regain the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights. All of the pressure, all the eyeballs on him, he delivered.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smothers. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. On the option. Turning it on. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
Well, if they're going to come back and win this game, they need this guy's athleticism to take over, throwing it and running it. And a nice job there, David, of him understanding the situation, getting out of bounds to save some clock.
Yeah, get as much as you can, get out of bounds, because you can't have that clock ticking the whole time. Now, guess what? I can organize my next play. I can communicate it well. I don't have to be in such a hurry now where it gets frantic and sometimes things go wrong.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Bailey. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Catch in the middle, it Smothers. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. He wants it all. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Snags a quick pass on the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Lewis wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. He's got it on the outside. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And if you're on defense now, you know what's coming next. They're going to be throwing the ball down into the end zone. A field goal does them no good. You've got to have something lined up on the back end. Get some guys that can swat this football away.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.